After waiting for decades, a couple of rights reversions, and then a full integration into the MCU sandbox to make it happen, Marvel Studios finally got it right. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about everything you missed in Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four. That's right, folks, we're back with another Easter egg hunt, and this time we're focusing on Marvel Studios' latest blockbuster. This movie was chock full of hidden references to Fantastic Four comics, other characters and events that we're going to be seeing in the MCU, and even a few surprise character introductions that left us all confused but excited. I think a spoiler warning is in effect because we are definitely going to be spoiling some of the things that go down in this film. But for those of you that got in line to see Fantastic Four, watched the movie, enjoyed it, and want to know more about what was in it, we've got you covered. So strap in tight and let's get into it.
Let's be honest, bringing Marvel's first family to the big screen hasn't exactly been a smooth ride. We've been through the campy Roger Corman unreleased version, the mid-2000s Jessica Alba Chris Evans era, and the 2015 We Don't Talk About That reboot that made Rise of the Silver Surfer look like The Godfather.
Why are you destroying our planet?
I have no choice.
What do you mean you don't have a choice? There's always a choice.
Not always.
For years, it seemed like no one could crack the Fantastic Four formula. Too goofy and you lose the drama, too dark and you miss the heart. But with First Steps, Marvel Studios finally got it right. After waiting for decades, a couple of rights reversions, and a full integration into the MCU sandbox to make it happen, we finally made it.
Okay, is this guy good or what?
When Kevin Feige confirmed at Comic-Con that the Fantastic Four would officially join the MCU, the stakes were high. The tone had to balance the team's pulp sci-fi origins with the modern, interconnected storytelling of the MCU. The production team looked to the comics' early Lee and Kirby runs, mixing them with the grounded character work Marvel's Phase 4 and 5 have been leaning towards. Director Matt Shakman, who already proved he could blend heartfelt family drama with comic book weirdness in WandaVision, was the perfect choice. Filming spanned London, New York, and a massive soundstage for cosmic sequences. And unlike past attempts, Marvel took its time ironing out the script to weave in natural MCU connections while keeping the Four's own identity intact.
Why are you being weird?
We're not being weird.
Well, I'm doing that weird thing with your face.
Oh, we don't know what you're talking about.
Right out of the gate, Marvel tips its hat to co-creator Jack Kirby. The movie's Earth designation, Earth 828, is a sly nod to his birthday, August 28th. Once you notice it, you can see the other Kirby tributes sprinkled in, like a stylized cosmic patterns in Reed's lab that echo Kirby's signature art style. Then there's the fabulous opening credits, which hides tons of treasures. The retro typography mirrors the first Fantastic Four logo from 1961's Fantastic Four issue number 1, and the swirling cosmic energy sequence subtly forms the number 4 before exploding into the MCU logo. One of the most touching surprises comes via a cast reunion that only the most diehard Fantastic Four historians would clock. Alex Hyde White, Rebecca Staub, Jay Underwood, and Michael Bailey Smith, who were the leads from the never-released 1994 film, appear as blue-collar workers in the Baxter Building's neighborhood. They even get a small hero moment helping civilians during the final act's chaos. It's a small, almost throwaway moment, but for longtime fans, it's a warm acknowledgement of the franchise's winding, often bumpy road to the big screen. Reed's lab contains props lifted straight from classic Fantastic Four issues, a miniature rocket labeled Marvel 1, which is a nod to the ship that gave them their powers, a pogo plane blueprint tackled on the wall, and a glass case containing the ultimate nullifier. Fans of the 60s run know the nullifier as Galactus's one-shot get lost button, so its presence here is not so subtle tease for what's to come. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby themselves make an appearance, well, sort of. In a sequence that plays like a visual Easter egg jackpot, animated versions of the duo appear in a Fox 1960s comic book panel drawing the Fantastic Four. The scene mirrors Fantastic Four in issue number 10, where Lee and Kirby literally wrote themselves into the story. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment, but it's pure Marvel meta magic.
Trust me, true believer. Well, good talking to you.
Keep up all the good work.
You keep reading them. I'll keep writing them.
Villains fans have a buffet of nods to enjoy. Mole Man gets a name drop in a throwaway news broadcast about mysterious underground tremors. The Mad Thinker's mugshot appears in a SHIELD database. Even the Red Ghost Super Apes cameo in the background of a quantum lab test, hinting they've already been studied by Reed. We can confirm John Malkovich did film scenes as the Red Ghost, but unfortunately they were cut for pacing. Marvel being Marvel, they'll probably resurface in a Disney Plus one-shot. If not, we expect to see them on the eventual Blu-ray and 4K release. We want the Malkovich cut. The humor is there too. In Ben Grimm's first big brawl, he finally delivers the most famous catchphrase in Fantastic Four history.
What time is it, Ben?
No.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't wanna.
Say it!
It's clobbering time, and the movie milks it perfectly. The sound design even layers in audio from the 1967 Hanna-Barbera cartoon for the first syllable, creating a multi-generational goosebump moment. The seeds for future stories are planted everywhere, even in the subtlest places. In a future Foundation meeting scene, there's a conspicuously empty chair reserved for a Latverian delegate, a sly nod to Dr. Doom's inevitable arrival. And in a blink and you'll miss a prop gag, Sue Storm appears on the cover of a fictional magazine called Now Politics, which some fans think might even be a deep cut reference to an old cinematic plan for the Fantastic Four that never came to fruition. Let's not forget the mid-credits scene, which is loaded with setup. We flash forward 4 years to see Franklin Richards, Reed, and Sue's son drawing in a notebook. His sketches, a man in a green cloak with a metal mask. We then see Dr. Doom, well, the back of his cape anyway, appear and looks like he's talking to Franklin. Supposedly that was confirmed that Robert Downey Jr. was in the suit. If the chills you felt in the theater are anything like ours, you know we're in for something big. If you stayed until after the credits, like the MCU fan you are, then you'd see the screen burst into vibrant color with a retro animated sequence that pays direct homage to the 1967 cartoon. Instead of simply recycling old footage, the animators recreated the classic intro shot for shot, only now with the updated MCU character designs from First Steps. The animation blends the grainy texture and film scratches of 60s cell animation with deep, vivid colors and smoother motion, while a big band jazz arrangement of Michael Giacchino's First Steps theme plays over it, giving the sequence a pulpy, triumphant energy. But perhaps the biggest Easter egg isn't on screen, it's in the production itself. By taking the time to integrate the Fantastic Four naturally into the MCU, rather than rushing them in for a crossover, Marvel avoided the mistakes of past versions. This wasn't about shoehorning them into Avengers Secret Wars right away. It was about establishing their dynamic, their world, and their history. When they do stand shoulder to shoulder with the Avengers, X-Men, and Guardians, presumably, it will feel earned. With First Steps, Marvel didn't just finally get the Fantastic Four right, but gave the team the kind of big screen debut that feels both like a homecoming and a mission statement. This is a film that embraces 6 decades of legacy, winks at the fans who've been here since day one, and sets the stage for an MCU future that feels bigger and even more interconnected. Every Easter egg, every sly cameo, every background gag isn't just there for fan service. It's Marvel telling you that this corner of the universe is alive and it matters. And if the details are this rich in their debut, just imagine what's coming when Dr. Doom finally steps out of the shadows. First Steps has the power to ignite Marvel's next great saga. So go ahead, watch it again, freeze frame every shot, and start your theories now, because the next chapter is going to be cosmic.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.